Predictive scenarios in SAP Analytics Cloud enable businesses to move from reactive analysis to proactive, intelligence-driven decision-making. By applying automated machine learning to enterprise data, organizations can anticipate future outcomes, reduce uncertainty, and optimize operational planning. To achieve this, SAP Smart Predict supports three key predictive techniques. Classification, for predicting categorical outcomes such as risk, churn, or return likelihood. A regression, for estimating numeric values like revenue, cost, or demand. A time series forecasting, for projecting future trends based on historical patterns. Together, these predictive capabilities are delivered through a guided, no-code workflow designed for business users, enabling rapid adoption without the need for data science expertise. In this demonstration, we focus on a classification scenario developed for an e-commerce return prediction use case. The model identifies the probability of product returns, helping organizations reduce logistics costs, enhance customer experience, and proactively manage high-risk orders. Welcome to our e-commerce return prediction dashboard. Return risk prediction and insights, a complete view of how customers are buying, how often they return products, and what patterns are shaping profitability. This section sets a foundation before we dive deeper into predictive insights, and everything you see here is designed to answer one simple question: where exactly are our returns coming from, and why? We start with the 4 headline KPIs. The first one is total orders, showing 14.4K orders. This tells us the overall sales activity and customer traffic flowing through the business. Next, we look at total returns, which stands at 5K. This immediately highlights the volume of products coming back into the system and the scale of reverse logistics a business is handling. Below that, we have return rate, which is 31.4%. This is a crucial signal. It shows that nearly 1/3 of all orders end up being returned, which is a direct impact on profitability, warehouse load, customer experience, and operational cost. The last KPI here is the discount percent, sitting at 31%. This gives context into customer buying behavior. Higher discounts often boost conversions, but can also attract return-prone purchases. Just beside the KPIs, we move into the chart titled Total Orders and Total Returns per delivery type and region. This comparison helps us understand which delivery modes or regions see higher return activity. For example, certain delivery types may naturally face more customer dissatisfaction, or specific regions may have different expectations around product fit, quality, or delivery speed. This chart gives operations and logistics teams a clearer picture of where improvements are needed. To the right, we see discount percent per return status. This comparison reveals how discount levels differ between returned and non-returned products. Returned orders often show noticeably higher discount percentages, suggesting that heavy discounting may be encouraging impulse purchases that eventually come back. This is a powerful insight for pricing and marketing teams looking to optimize promotion strategies while keeping return rates under control. In the middle of the dashboard, we've added an embedded view of the predictive scenario from SAP Analytics Cloud. This section gives a quick overview of the model that we train for return prediction. Here in the Overview tab, we can see the overall performance summary of the model, basically how well it learned from the historical data and how consistently it makes predictions. This is just a high-level validation that the model is functioning correctly. You can also see additional tabs like Influencer Contributions and Confusion Matrix. These areas give more behind-the-scenes insights, such as which factors influence the model the most and how well the model classified different outcomes. Finally, we have return rate percent per product category. This breakdown shows how categories like accessories, apparel, beauty, electronics, and footwear behave when it comes to returns. Some categories tend to have higher return rates due to fit issues, style preferences, or quality perception. Category managers rely on this insight to identify problem areas and prioritize corrective actions. Together, all the visuals on this page, the KPIs, the delivery region comparison, the category return rates, and the discount impact, give us a clear high-level story of how customer behavior, product types, and promotions are influencing returns. Moving to the second part of the dashboard, predictive return analysis, where we interpret the outputs of the trained predictive model and understand the financial impact of returns. We begin at the top with 3 key indicators that summarize the return behavior from a value perspective. First, we have the total order value, which is around 10 million. This represents a complete value of all orders placed by customers. Next to that, we see the average order value for non-returned orders, which is 7 million. These are your healthy, retained sales, the orders that stay with the customer. Beside it, we have the average order value for returned orders, which stands at 3 million. This gives us a clear financial contrast between profitable orders and the ones that end up as loss or added cost through returns. Just below, we have the chart order value per return status. Here, we can clearly see the difference in value between non-returned and returned products. Non-returned orders contribute roughly 7.3K in value, while returned orders contribute 2.8K. This chart visually reinforces the impact returns have on overall revenue quality. To the right of that, we move into returns per payment mode. This section helps us understand return behavior based on how customers choose to pay. COD shows the highest number of returns, around 1,603, followed by online and card payments. This is important because COD purchases often align with low purchase commitment, making them more risk-prone. On the upper right corner, we have product rating per brand by return status. This heat map shows how product ratings behave for return versus non-return products across different brands. Non-returned items show higher ratings, while returned items have noticeably lower ratings. It helps teams pinpoint brand-level quality challenges or expectation mismatches that are contributing to returns. Finally, at the bottom of this page, we have the e-commerce predicted summary table. This table brings everything together by showing, for each product category and region, the total orders, total returns, return rate percentage, and the associated order value. With this view, we can quickly identify which combinations of product type and region carry the highest return risk, allowing merchandising, category managers, and operations teams to act with precision. Overall, this page converts a predictive model's output into a clear financial and behavioral interpretation, showing not just which orders are at risk, but how much impact they create, where they occur, and which customer or product attributes drive them. To build a predictive insights use in this solution, we begin by creating a predictive scenario within SAP Analytics Cloud. This is the dedicated workspace where the entire predictive model is configured and managed. Once a scenario is created, we first load the training dataset, which consists of historical business data relevant to the outcome we want to predict. This dataset includes the target outcome as well as the key influencing fields that the model will analyze. Next, we define the target variable, the specific result we aim to predict, and confirm the influencer variables, which are the attributes the model will examine to identify patterns and relationships. After the dataset, target, and influencers are set, we run the training process. SAP Smart Predict automatically evaluates the historical data, selects the best machine learning approach, and generates a model with detailed quality metrics and explanation insights. Once the model has been trained, it generates the output dataset. This output dataset includes the predicted values, such as probability scores, predicted classifications, or forecasted numbers, along with the original business fields. These predictions provide a forward-looking view of how each record is expected to behave, enabling teams to identify high-risk items, prioritize actions, and understand key drivers behind the outcome. After the output dataset is generated, the predictive model and its results are seamlessly consumed within an SAP Analytics Cloud story. Here, the predictions are visualized through interactive charts, KPIs, and tables, allowing business users to explore insights, analyze patterns, and integrate predictions directly into their decision-making workflows. It's not over yet. SAC also allows the export of data from individual charts or entire dashboards from SAP Analytics Cloud, ensuring that your data insights are easily shareable and accessible to your intended audience. It is a useful feature for sharing insights and reports with stakeholders who may not have direct access to SAC. We can export into Excel, then show and extract table data into Excel, and finally, export the dashboard as a PDF. And that's how predictive scenarios in SAP Analytics Cloud transform business data into actionable, forward-looking insights.
For further information on these dashboards, KPIs, or required features, please contact VASPP Technologies.